Hello there, my beautiful yogi. Thanks for joining me today. My legs are sore, and so that's what this flow is going to be focused on, sore legs. We're going to start in child's pose, extended child's pose, or normal child's pose, or I should say wide-legged child's pose or normal child's pose, whichever you prefer. Go ahead and meet me on your mat. In whichever child's pose feels best for your hips right now and your legs. Once you get there, go ahead and walk the hands forward. And then bring the forehead to the mat. Dropping right on in. Maybe saying thank you. Finding a few things to be grateful for. The ability to use the legs that are sore. To have feet to walk on. So many things that we have to be grateful for. Whenever it feels good, we're going to roll up to an all fours. And let's go ahead and take some cat-cow here. Dropping the belly and lifting that chest. Should feel good to the low back too. Normally, if our legs are sore, our backs are sore in the lower area. Just allowing the spine to become fluid here. Moving with the breath. Beautiful. We're going to come back to this tabletop here. Tucking the toes. And then let's send the hips up and then back. Down dog. Go ahead and pedal the feet out, stretching through the hamstrings. Taking our time here, we're not rushing through it. We are allowing the body to notice what's going on and to get into position and feel the stretch, to feel where the tightness is, and to try to loosen it up. So today is going to be all about listening to the body. What is it asking for? Go ahead and come up on the tiptoes and take a big bend in the knee. Little shoulder stretch here, trying to get the thighs to touch the belly. And let's go ahead and tiptoe towards the top of the mat. Once you land there, go ahead and come up halfway lift. Nice long lengthened spine, straight legs. Exhale, we fold. Inhale, we'll root to rise, pulling ourselves all the way up. Hands come up and overhead. And exhale them down through heart center. Big smiles on our faces. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, we slice through the sky. Forward fold. Plant the hands and step the feet back. Lower down the knees and then the chest and the chin. Roll through into cobra. Everybody meets down dog. Beautiful. Once you get here, we're going to bring this right foot to the outside of the right hand. Coming in for lizard. If you want to drop down that left leg, be my guest. Lifting through the chest at first. And then we can come onto the knife edge of this right foot, maybe using this right hand to add a little pressure to that right leg. Deepening that stretch in the outer hip on the right side, maybe giving it a little love here. Little love and rub wherever it's pulling in your hip. If it feels good for you, we can come around and come onto our forearms here. Just listening to the body, and we're gonna find what feels good. And of course, we're breathing. We're not holding or clenching our breath here. We are thinking happy, positive thoughts. If you're on your forearms, we're going to come up to the hands, and we're coming in for cow legs. So we're actually just going to bring this left knee in and then allow yourself to sit onto that left hip. And here we are in cow legs. I am facing the wrong way in my opinion, but y'all get the drift. We're in cow legs here, trying to stack the knees or not. Not a big deal. We're just wrapped all up here, stretching through the hips. That's what's important. If you want to fold and that feels good to you, you can. Otherwise, we're just going to remain upright and really feeling into our hips here. Taking nice big inhales and long, steady exhales. Beautiful. And slowly we're going to come back. So this right foot's going to step up towards the front, back toes tuck, and then we're going to send the foot back, down dog. Sweep that right leg up, three-leg dog. Big open hips here, maybe stacking the hips and taking some circles with that knee. And then we reverse the circle and go the other way. And then we're going to bring it through into pigeon. So that right knee is going to meet that right wrist. Active right toes. Oh, yeah. Puff that chest first before we come down. Maybe on the forearms, maybe all the way down. Just finding what feels good here. Listening to the body. Taking note of what it's saying. And then returning to the breath. Pigeon gets into our piriformis. It is a wonderful muscle to stretch. It can really lock up our low backs and cause a lot of immobility. So we definitely want to stretch here. We don't want to skip this. We also do not want to be thinking negative thoughts while in this position. We want to think positively and maybe even almost transformatively, because this is a great place to release anything that you may be holding on to. A great place to just let it go. There's no need for you to carry that weight. Just keep telling yourself, you are love. You are light. You are worthy. Very slowly, we're going to begin to peel ourselves back up. Planting those hands. And then we're going to send that leg back. 3-leg dog. Stack those hips. Maybe straightening through that leg and then bending. Just listening to the body and doing what feels good. And we're all going to meet in our down dog. We're going to take a vinyasa, or you can take child's pose if that feels better for you right now. Forward into plank. Look forward. Push forward. Lower down. And then push up. Up, dog. And then we're going to push back. Down dog. Beautiful. Left leg steps to the outside with the left hand. Lower down that right knee and allow yourself to come up onto the hands here, pushing the chest forward. Come into the outside edge of this left foot. Maybe using this left hand to put a little bit of added pressure on this left leg. You should definitely feel this in that outer hip. Maybe giving it a nice little rub there. Should feel fantastic. Showing yourself love. It's not always the easiest thing to do, but I feel like whenever we work on our hips, we have to be filled up with love so that we're not claiming any more tension. We want to be here to let it go. If you want to come down to your forearms, be my guest. Creating a little cocoon of love here. Just you, yourself, and the mat. No judgments. Just complete acceptance of the now. Slowly, we're going to peel up, coming through cow legs. So this time we're going to come onto this right leg and allow the left to be on top. And I'm the correct direction this time. So go ahead, lengthen that spine. Get yourself nice and tall here, feeling into those hips. And then if you would like to fold, you could fold. Otherwise, we're just going to sit up nice and tall here. Maybe closing the eyes down. Allowing the body to notice what's going on. Taking big belly breaths to signal the brain that this is wonderful and we should accept this. We should not be fighting this in our heads. We should be trying to control that endless chatter up there by speaking love, by speaking worthiness to ourselves. We don't give ourselves enough credit for just simply showing up and putting in the work. Less than 5% of our population chooses to do some form of exercise every day. So be proud of yourself. You are in the top 5%. That speaks big volumes. Okay, we're going to come out of our cow legs. This left leg's coming back up front. Right foot's back, and then we're going to step it back, down dog. And then we're going to take those hip circles here. Go ahead and take them going both ways before we come in for our pigeon. So left knee meets left wrist. Left foot is active. Right foot is straight behind us. Let's go and sit up nice and tall first before we walk the hands forward. come into wherever feels best for us here. Once again, we're focusing on that piriformis. We want it to release. We don't want it to be holding and creating tension. So we come here to stretch it, to find that relief in the body, to allow that freedom to be mobile. Our hips can become really tight, not just from movement, but we do hold lots of emotions in the body. And the hips are just a big area, and that's why they hold a lot. And we just have to be focused on them. We have to give them that attention. Wherever you are, we're lifting up, placing the hands on the mat and stepping it back, maybe taking a hip circle if that feels good for you, just releasing through that leg, bend, straighten, whatever feels good here. And then we're gonna vinyasa. This is our last one, so we're gonna roll forward into plank, look forward, push forward and lower down, push up, up dog. And everybody meets back in our child's pose. Take a nice big inhale and exhale here. Slowly we'll peel up to come onto our backs. If you want to rock and roll, now would be a fantastic time to rock and roll. If not, you can come onto your back and go ahead and pull your knees into your chest. Big hug here. Then we're going to allow the left leg to come down to the mat. Pull this right leg across the body. Send that right arm out long and take the gaze towards that right hand. Both shoulders are on the mat. Left hand to that right knee might feel really nice. And now back to center. Hug both knees. Send that right long. Hug that left knee in. Take it across the body. Oh yeah, left arm goes out long. Both shoulders on the mat. Right hand on this left knee. Should feel wonderful with all that work we did. take the feet to the outside edges of the mat and allow the knees to drop in. Tucking that tailbone, allowing the back to be firmly on the mat. We're going to bring the right hand on the heart, left hand on the belly. Left hand on the heart, right hand on the belly, doesn't matter, whatever feels nice and correct for you here. Feeling that belly rise and fall. Slowly, we're going to bring the feet to touch, knees splay out to the sides. Push up through our elbows here. And then the hands, and then folding forward over our legs. Taking a nice, conscious in-breath and out-breath here. And then we'll peel up. And we'll meet in our comfy seat. Hands at heart center. The light in me acknowledges and honors that bright light that is in you. Namaste. Thanks so much for joining me, friend. I hope that your lower body feels more open and ready to tackle the rest of the day. I look forward to seeing you back on the mat, and please do remember, like, share, comment. I appreciate all the help I can get. Have a great rest of your day.